Welcome to Hashtag with Navuguzi Chiwanuka. This is a place where we help you unravel social constructs, discuss self-development in line with mental health, emotional well-being, and everything in between that directly or indirectly affects us in the millennial world around us. If you're hearing my voice for the first time and are the kind of person who is not scared of being a better version of yourself even if it requires you to contradict who you were 24 hours ago, consider this your virtual home. I'm your host, Navuguzi Chiwanuka, and I cannot wait to engage with you in the various conversations. For today's moment of reflection, we are having someone who featured on the podcast in March, and that is none other than Natsite. Natsite is a teacher and the proprietor of KiLEMBA. During her moment of reflection on the podcast, we touched a bit on both of the things that she makes money from. For lack of a better word. So we talked about KiLEMBA's experience in 2022 and her experience as a teacher, because schools just reopened this year in Uganda, and I found it important for her to touch the anxiety and discomfort that came with the reopening of schools on the part of the students. Let's jump into it. Natsite, welcome to Hashtag with Navuguzi Chiwanuka.
Thank you, Navuguzi.
We are coming to the close of 2022. And you're one of the people that featured on the podcast. What has 2022 looked like for you, especially from the time I last hosted you on the podcast?
It's been a year of growth and learning and unlearning most things.
Yeah.
In terms of business, in terms of like the professional work, which is teaching, and my relationships with people. Yeah, it's been a year of learning and learning. So I don't know where to start from.
All right. So what are the things that you feel like you should carry into 2023? The things that you have experienced?
The things I should carry to 2023 include keeping on with the work, like working hard. Because at the end of the day, I need to eat. I need to eat. I need to pay rent. I need to take care of my loved ones. Yeah, I that's one of the things that I think I need to keep on doing. And also another thing is hearing people's stories. This includes listening to podcasts and then watching some vlogs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of inspiration around us, and sometimes we limit ourselves by not giving people a chance, like not listening from other people.
Right.
And I think, that's something I keep on advising people, even especially my siblings and friends. Like sometimes they're talking about something and I'm like, have you ever listened to this? Have you ever watched this? Because I feel like that there are a lot of things that we can learn from different people. And I'll keep doing, I think that that's one of the things that I'll keep doing, learning from other people. And then also keep on being an inspiration to students, because I teach. And one of the things that helped me manage, because I was teaching a candidate class that is senior 4. And we had this very good relationship. You know, when we're studying, we used to fear our teachers so much. And I think that's one of the things that limited us from always approaching them for maybe assistance. So this year I had a very good relationship with my students. And it's unfortunate that it was senior 4 and they left. I really hope they come back. Some of them come back to the school.
As a teacher, I think you've pointed out something that I find important for us to highlight, because we're looking at the last years being largely affected by COVID-19, and schools were closed for the most part. What are some of the things, now that schools open this year, what are some of the things that you feel like, this should have been talked about in regards to students and the way how schools are looked at?
I think one of the things that we needed to have talked about before that, or something that we need to keep talking about now that it happened, is skilling students.
Yeah.
I remember one student told me, because actually when schools reopened, the students were under so much fear.
Fear.
There's one who stayed. Yeah.
Fear of what?
Fear of schools closing again.
Oh yeah.
Because there's this, they kept, Madam, are we going to close again? Are we going to go back? Madam, we are hearing there is Ebola. Madam, there's another variant. So they were so scared. And I think for them mostly was staying in one class. Because like staying in class, for 2 years. Because they kept on saying, now we're not going to go to the next class. We're not going to sit our exams. So we kept on counseling them and always telling them that everything is going to be okay.
Yeah. But you know where the complexity is in the counseling? Having to tell them that everything is going to be okay when you don't know which variant is coming.
Exactly. Exactly. So we were under so much fear. There's a student who said, that I was talking about, he said, Madam, if I should, he was like, Wallahi, Madam, this time if they close, I'm coming to your place. And I'm like, okay, what are you coming to do at my place? And he said, I'm going to come and work for you as a houseboy.
Where?
Yeah. It's like we're just in the villages. We're not doing anything. We're just home. Yeah, and I felt like we needed to have doing things outside school. Like what else can they do apart from just sitting at home? Yeah. So I think we need to do the skilling, and then we need to keep on counseling students for uncertainties, honestly.
And what has 2022 looked like for you, the proprietor of KiLEMBA?
Ooh. KiLEMBA. KiLEMBA, it's been a good year.
Right.
Honestly. I feel like so many people have got to learn about KiLEMBA this year. And it's mostly because of the friends that I have. You find that Nabuguzi, for example, is talking about KiLEMBA even when KiLEMBA is not talking about KiLEMBA, because I've also had challenges where it's hard to keep up, like, because it's a business that I do on social media. So sometimes I don't feel like being on, like, using social media at all.
Right.
But then this year has been a very great year because so many people have supported me. Friends talking about KiLEMBA even when I'm not, and therefore people have kept on like giving me the orders. The orders have like been coming in even when I'm not doing the work. So I'm so grateful to my friends. To my friends who have been talking about KiLEMBA even when I wasn't talking about KiLEMBA. Yeah.
I mean, when you talk about more people knowing about KiLEMBA, I think this must have been my first year of purchasing the hair drops.
Yeah.
And I've grown really addicted. I keep looking at how many
addictive.
How many? I think I have 4 pieces right now. But I'm always wondering, okay, which is the next one? Which color am I getting?
Violet is a color. There's a color I need to show you.
Oh, yeah?
You might like it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It better not be red, my friend. I'm not a red person.
No, it's not red. How about yellow? You have a yellow head.
It's mustard. Excuse you.
Okay, I hear you. So the hair drops are really addictive. The times I go to the salon to work with my hair, I go wearing a hair drop, and when I'm done doing the hair, I still wear the hair drop. I think when the salon are like, "You woman, you've just done your hair."
Show off.
I just want
Show
to cover
it off.
I tell them, I tell Yeah, so I just tell them, no, I'm protecting the hair actually, because it's a protective hairstyle.
Right.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that have shocked you in 2022?
The things, the things that have shocked me. Um, it's something that we were talking about earlier.
What was that?
Learning about some things or some people from okay, it's not gossip as maybe it may sound, but learning about some people and from what you have been thinking they are to what they actually are. I wouldn't want to say names or whatever, but there's so many things that I've discovered about people, and I'm like, Wanji, what? Like, what? Is this really true?
Did you actually find out if it's true or not?
Yeah, there's some things that I found out that do it true about some friends, and it's as I said, it's a learning process, really. Yeah.
So what were you laughing about that you have withheld?
Oh no! I'm not going to say that. No. No, that would be Lugambo.
Okay.
But there's so many. Yeah.
And what is that specific thing that you feel like shouldn't cross over to 2023?
Sometimes I'm very unkind to myself.
Ooh.
And yeah.
How exactly?
Like passive English. In a way that, hey Winnie, how can you do that? Winnie, like just being unkind and dwelling on mistakes. Like in case I make a mistake, I tend to beat myself up so much.
Yeah.
Instead of letting go, I think I need to let go of that and try to be kinder to myself, forgive myself, and move on.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing with us your 2022. I hope that 2023 is kind to you, and I hope that you're also kind to yourself.
Thank you, and may it be kind to you as well.
Thank you.
Thanks for always having us.
Yeah, you make the podcast more relevant, I believe.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Nabuguzi.
And that was it from Natsite. I don't know what your 2022 looked like. Have you had a moment of reflection? Have you thought about it? Have you assessed yourself? How do you intend to enter 2023? Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Hashtag with Nabuguzi Chwanuka. If you loved what you heard, make sure you subscribe to Hashtag with Nabuguzi Chwanuka in your podcast platform of choice and share it with your friends, loved ones, and everyone that you believe is affected by the millennial world around us. Also, feel free to share your insights about what connected with you on social media, and be sure to tag us. We are at Hashtag with Nabuguzi Chwanuka on Facebook and Instagram, and on Twitter, our handle is at HTNK Podcast. I'll be hearing from you tomorrow. You'll be hearing from me tomorrow. Ciao.